it do? It's your boy TheOneJP on TheOneJPtv. What it good is, what it do is, and how I go about it. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. The high body count effect. This is where guys don't understand how women operate when it comes to sex. See, a lot of y'all are under the impression that, hey, man, you gotta pay some kind of way, right? That's the guys thinking. That's what y'all been told in the last few years about sex and how women think about it. You know, like you gotta have some money. Well, I'm telling you something. A lot of these females who have a high body count, everybody that they gave some sex to, they didn't charge them. Okay, it just could have been a nice full moon one night, and they happened to fall through at the right time and got them draws. See, that's why a lot of you guys don't get it when it comes to this pay for play and, you know, who pays and who don't, things like that. That's why y'all don't understand that, because y'all think every encounter that a female has, she's getting a transaction from it, and she's not. A lot of times women they just feel that itch, because like I said, once that hymen is broken, it's off to the races. So females, they love sex. That's why the sex industry and the sex toy industry is a $7 billion industry or something like that. I have to look that up. I think it's like 7 billion right now, something like that. And who's buying all these sex toys? Who buying all these dildos? Who buying all these rabbits and roses? Who doing this? Is it guys? No, it's females. Why? Because they love sex, okay? And even when they don't have an available guy, they gonna put that rose on that thing, right? Or that rabbit, right? And I'll give you a perfect example. I used to live in these apartments, right? Chick that lived below us, fine ass white chick, right? Fitness chick. And I knew it was gonna happen, that me and her smashed and got together. It's just a matter of time. And because what used to happen was, every time I go to the pool, she would show up at the pool. I'm like, man, this ain't no coincidence right here. Every time I come over here to try to take a dip, she coming over here. So I let that go a couple of times. I said, you know what? If I see her again, I'm gonna say something to her. And lo and behold, I saw her again the next time I went to the pool. So I said, she's obviously making herself available for me to holler at her. So I just swam over to her side over there where she was baking in the sun, getting a little tan on, and I started hollering at her. 3 weeks later, I'm in her bed. You know what I'm saying? I ain't spent a quarter. You know what I'm saying? Not a damn quarter. Matter of fact, the day I smashed her, she bought a bottle of Hennessy. I didn't spend a dime. So that's what I'm trying to get across to a lot of these guys out here that are just, you know, they so, y'all, a lot of y'all are so jaded with what some of these content creators are telling y'all. Y'all don't have no real world experience on none of this stuff, so you can't possibly understand how it works. You know, it's the law of attraction. Like I said a long time ago, it ain't got nothing to do with your money, your car you drive, the job you have, status, none of that shit. It's the law of attraction. If a woman is attracted to you, she will come out them draws. Point blank, period. You ain't got to spend a dime. It's just got to be a vibe. She just got to be feeling you. Now, if she can get some money out your ass, that's icing on the cake to her. But my problem is with you guys, you paying some kind of way, you got to pay some kind of way, you got to pay. You know, I mean, you got to stop being so ignorant. Okay? There's guys like myself that have experienced women give themselves to us just off GP, the vibes. You know what I'm saying? And if you carry yourself like, you know, I don't need your sex, woman, I can get sex anywhere. If you carry yourself like you don't need it, that's when they're more willing and more eager to give it to you. Because you acting like a thirsty goat trying to get it, she gonna keep it away from you. She gonna play keep away. But if you treat that pussy like that's just another piece of ass, whatever, then the female is more likely to say, you know what, this is the only person that's not giving me the energy that I want. I'm finna get him. And I'm promise you, she'd be more willing to screw you than a guy that rolls up in a Lamborghini, but he act like a total nerd, turning her off. Because it comes down to the vibes. That's what I've been telling you guys for the longest. It's all energy. It's all the law of attraction. So don't get your boxers in a bunch when you hear guys like me saying, I don't pay for pussy. When you hear guys like me say it, you got to understand where the type of world I'm in. You know, a lot of guys don't have that ability to charm a female. Just don't have it. Square. Some of it's your fault, some of it's not. But it is what it is. And if you don't have that ability to charm a woman, you know, just walking through the damn store, you got women turning their heads. And I don't give a fuck what you got on. I learned this a long time ago, because one of my OGs was a staunch player. I'm talking about he didn't care about no female's feelings and trying to please them, none of that shit. You know, he didn't even go that route. And I'm telling you, he always had a bad one in his car when he came through the hood. I'm like, this nigga, I'm talking about he be having some top flight women, and he's just as cold as he want to be as far as being a guy that is nonchalant and stoic when it comes to females. So I picked that trait up from him. And it has worked wonders for me. I was surprised even at some of the women that would step to me trying to get my number or link up, and I ain't even really pursued them no kind of way. I'm like, damn. So, guys, understand that the law of attraction is real. And no matter how much you go to the gym, no matter how much you brush your teeth and get money, all that shit, at the end of the day, it does not matter. Y'all gonna hear me one day. Right now, y'all jazzed off these content creators and telling y'all a bunch of bullshit that y'all like to agree with. You know, they group think dumb shit. But, you know, when you start thinking outside the box and understand what it's really about, you know, you break those chains. You break that ignorance. You know, because that's what you're listening to is one man's opinion of how life has went for him and how he's dealt with women. So he, you know, run it down like he's a guru. And you sit up and think he's a guru. When, you know, the law of attraction trumps all that shit. It just does. You know, I'm living proof. It just does. You know, you don't have to have a pocket full of money or an NFL contract or none of that, or be working at a 5-star agency firm or, you know, corporation, whatever. None of that shit. I'm telling you, none of that shit matters, because it comes down to the vibes. If the female is feeling you, guaranteed, she gonna add to that body count. And now, if you guys thinking that a woman who has, say she got 40 bodies, if you think she got some money out of every one of those sexual encounters, you a damn fool. Some of those encounters was just her getting drunk with her buddies, and she got horny. You think she charged somebody, or somebody paid something for that? Man, she got out that ass. Okay, it was a party night. She was feeling right. Her and her friends was, you know, trying to get into something. Everybody linked up with a guy. Turned out, she on her back. Where did the transaction happen? Who lost money? Nobody. She just wanted to fuck. And that's what it comes down to with women. You know, it just comes down to that. It don't come down to, man, you got to have something. You got to show them something, and, you know, and they melt like butter in your hand. No. You know, I don't go with that logic. Never did. That's why when I saw that flaw in a lot of the content creators that were talking about women and what they look for and all that shit, you know. I had to break it down. They ain't looking for none of that shit. It's too easy and simple to understand what they really looking for. And like I said, women love sex more than men. So you can't say that a woman has all this power to tap resources out of a guy, every guy she deal with. No. A lot of times she just want to fuck. And that's it. It's as simple as that. Because they love sex. And like I said, the sex industry, the toy industry, sex toy industry is funded probably 95% by women. I don't know no guy that has a dildo, you know. Cause I don't, you know, you got a lot of those you fruity ones out there. Y'all probably got them, but ain't no players I know got them. You know what I'm saying? That's for the female. All them toys, that's for the female. All them oils and shit, that's for the female. You know, all the role playing outfits and shit, that's for the female. You go to your local sex store, it ain't shit in there for guys. Probably, only thing in there is probably some weird underwear, you know, that a guy might buy for a female, for himself, you know, when he getting ready to sex a female. But other than that, all that shit that's in there, from the toys to the movies, is geared toward the women. And best believe, if a woman got $100 in her pocket, $40 of that is going towards sex toys. You know, I know chicks that got 2 and 3 dildos. Some of them have 4 and 5. You know, it just depends. You know, a collection. You know, so I don't buy that logic that these guys have. You know, they just don't get it. Talking about everybody pays. No, everybody don't pay. You pay. Say that. You know, say I pay. You know, when you talking, don't say everybody pays, because you don't know everybody. You know, that makes you lame right out the gate. When you say everybody pays, that makes you a lame right out the gate, because you don't know everybody. Only people you do know is your damn self that you can speak on with any accuracy. So when you say everybody pays, you need to flip that and say I pay. I thought everybody paid. Say it like that. Don't try to project your life and your experiences on others, because it makes you look lame and stupid. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't everybody. You know, I can say everybody smoke weed, but if I don't know, if I ain't met everybody in the fucking world, how do I know everybody smoke weed? I don't. I can only speak on the ones that I do know that smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? I can say, yeah, my partner right there, yeah, he smoke weed. Oh, that female, oh yeah, she smoke weed, because I know them. But I don't never speak on nothing I don't know. That's what sent up the red flag with me when guys was sitting up talking about everybody pays. See, this is a ignorant narrative that lame guys who ain't really getting no pussy talk on. They try to use that talking point and spread it across the board like jelly. It don't work like that, fellas. I hate to break it to you, be the bearer of bad news. You know, you've been coming out your pocket for females, buying movies and dinner and drinks and shit, and getting you some bored sex, because she probably didn't want to fuck you in the first place. She just want to get that money and whatever out your pocket. You know, a lot of women will give you a lazy fuck. So that's what a lot of y'all guys go through. And you project that on other guys, saying everybody pays, you know, and then you want to justify by saying, oh, you spent some gas, you spent some time. I mean, are you in the 3rd grade or what? A lot of y'all just need to grow up. And that's just the real. It's your boy, The One JP, on The One JP TV.